When we're talking about place value, we were looking at numbers up to the millions. So let's say, for example, friends, that we've got a number like, how about this? And I'm wondering if you guys can even read this number for me. Let's go through and try to say this number together. It is 1,236,045. And here are our place value columns. This is the first thing that we learned together this year. So will you guys go ahead and copy this number down in your notebooks, and let's make sure that we get these place value columns down together. So the 5 is in the ones column, remember that? And the 4 is in the tens column. And then our 0 is in the hundreds. Remember all that? Sorry if that is, woo, goodness gracious, let me erase that. We're going to try that a little bit more neatly. There we go. So that's in the hundreds column. Now this 6 is in the thousands. And the 3 is in the 10,000s. I'm going to have to give myself a lot more room here, aren't I? 10,000s. Now, if the 3 is in the 10,000s, are you guys seeing a pattern here? If we look, our 5 is our ones, tens, hundreds. Look what's happening when we reach the thousands place value. We're at our 1,000s, 10,000s. What place value column do you think this one is going to be? If you said, oh, I see a pattern, 1, 10, what would this one be? If your guess is it's the 100,000s place value column, congratulations, you are exactly right. Now, my smart fourth graders, we could go a lot higher than a million. Of course we could, but we're going to stop right here, and we're going to call this the millions column. So here's our place values that we have so far, friends. We've got our ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. And what is this place value column? The highest we're going to go this year is our millions. So after we discussed place value, we then went into how we might do a quick draw of what these numbers actually mean. So if we want to go ahead and start a new page, we were looking at the number, oh, let's do a new number just for grins and giggles. Let's do 1,306,413. And we want to do, nope, let's not do that. I'm sorry, did you guys see what I just did? We only do our place value drawings up to the thousands because we don't really have a drawing for our tens or 100,000s. That would be a pretty big rectangle, don't you think? So anyways, we could do, if we took the number 6,413, we could do a quick draw of that. Remember that we're always going to start with a larger place value. So we're going to have 6 1,000 rectangles, because remember, it is 10 100s, right? So we've got 6 1,000 rectangles. We have 4 squares, and we're going to pretend like, thank you for working with me here, fourth graders, we're going to pretend like 10 of these actually make up one of these. Remember that? Because there are 10 100s in 1,000. Now if we go to our tens columns, we have 1 quick 10 and we have 3 ones. So that's our quick draws. That is 6 1,000s, 4 100s, a 10, and a 3. So our place value columns are the ones, the tens, the hundreds, and the thousands. So now in your notebooks, you should have our place value columns written out up to the millions. You should also have our quick draw down to the thousands, And now to go even further, friends, we can take and do the next thing that we learned about, which is how to do these in word form, in expanded form, and standard form. So remember, standard form is basically just the number, okay? So we're going to use the number that they have in the book, and it was 8,562, right? And now in that number, 8,562, this is actually standard form. Make sure you're getting this in your notes. This is actually standard form. So remember what expanded form looks like. We're actually going to take each place value and we're going to expand it out as one huge addition problem. So this is what it would look like. We've got 8,000 plus, this is a 5, but it's in the hundreds column, so it's actually a 500 plus, that's a 6, but it's in the tens column, so 60 plus, and that's a 2 in the ones column. If you remember, friends, we call this expanded form, so we want to have that in your notes as well. And then finally, word form. And this is where we write it out using letters, exactly the way it sounds as we say it in our heads. So we would write out 8,000. My writing on a screen is not that great yet, sorry friends. 8,500. This is going to take forever. 562. Ooh, goodness gracious. And then, of course, that is word form. Thank goodness we don't use word form too often, right? Okay, so let's look at what we know. We know our place value columns through the millions. We know how to do quick draws. We also know how to write words in standard form, expanded form, and word form. And an extra bonus is we also learned how to take notes in our notebook. Remember your notes, check them right now as I talk over this. You should have the date. You should have lessons 1 and 2 and what we're learning in those lessons. And then you should have written down all of our place value columns through the millions. Then you should have down our quick draw of our number in the thousands. Then you should also have this number right here written down in standard form, expanded form, and word form. If you have all of those, then not only do you know and understand lessons 1 and 2, you also have perfect notes. So congratulations, and we'll see you guys later.